I'm back. What do I plan for today? Keep watching. I don't know, I feel like it doesn't go with my eye. Hi peoples, welcome to my channel, Bernie Playing with Makeup. My name is Bernadette. All my friends and subscribers call me Bernie. So if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn the notification bell, that way you will be notified every time I upload a new video just like this. So for today's video, I am going to be playing with some luxury makeup items that have been really hyped. So, you know, we test these so we can see if it's worth the hype or not. So we're not gonna waste any time, we're gonna jump right into it. I already put sunscreen on. You guys know I always remind you to use SPF, but I found lately whenever I use SPF, right before I'm about to put foundation on, especially like a serum foundation, I find that the SPF makes the foundation behave weirdly. So I did go ahead and put my SPF on a little while ago, but just a reminder to all of my melanated brothers and sisters and everyone that we do need SPF. And I know you guys that are vaccinated, you're back out there enjoying this summer. So don't forget to put your SPF on. So for primer, I'm gonna use the Benefit POREfessional primer, and this is the hydrating one. I'm not gonna go in with too much. As you guys can see, my face is nice and shiny. My skin has been extremely dry lately, and I recently, I mentioned in my last video, I recently changed my skincare products, and I'm trying Biostance because they are known to have their products are very hydrating, so that's what I've been using. And even though this is a hydrating primer, you can see that it did bring some of the shine that I started off with. It brought that down. We will be using some luxury makeup. I have Gucci, Dior, Tatcha, Pat McGrath. So let's get into it. Okay, so for foundation, we're gonna be playing with this foundation here from Gucci, and this is the Gucci Flare the Beauté Naturel. Y'all know I don't know what I'm talking about. This is the latest Gucci foundation. This foundation does come in 40 shades and it retails for $68. Yeah, $68. Let's see what the claims of this foundation is. This is a natural finish liquid foundation developed for normal, combo, and oily skin types that provides a flawless complexion and can be worn in multiple ways. It is designed with texture that blurs imperfections and makes pores appear less visible. It's buildable, offering controlled coverage. It's a lightweight foundation, silky, non-greasy, and easy to apply. So we're gonna go ahead and put that to the test. The shade I have is 410W. As you guys know, if you're not new, my undertone is warm. This is what it looks like. In case you haven't seen it yet, that's what it looks like. And I think you do get 1 fluid ounce, which is the standard. Yeah, you get the standard 1 fluid ounce. I start off with this much. Let's see what kind of coverage we get with this. Right off the bat, it looks like it's my shade. You guys know I haven't been outside much in the last year, although of late I have ventured outside. So right now what I have is my skin tone is a little bit lighter than normal, just because I haven't been outside, I haven't gotten sun like that. Okay, it's pretty and it's a match. So I do have some dry patches around my skin that I've been trying to work on. So I'm gonna see how this foundation is going to behave with that. Oh, this is pretty. this is pretty and it is a good shade. I will say though, it's not drying down natural. It's drying down more like it's a matte. Not very, very matte, but it's drying down matte. As you can see, it's flat. You're not seeing any luminosity from it. But I like it. It's a pretty foundation. I feel like I have to put a disclaimer on the screen at this point, so you guys know I moved into my filming studio a while ago, and the filming studio is the room that is directly close to my AC, the air handler. So you will hear that kicking in and out. It's hot already over here, so I'm on the lights, which will make me even hotter, so I can't turn it off to film. Listen guys, I've had this foundation since it launched, and I've seen some reviews of it. This foundation is gorgeous. It is the perfect match. What do you think, Keita?
Yeah, that's nice.
I like that it has 40 shades. It looks like, and I put a picture of it on the screen. It looks like you can find a shade regardless of what your skin tone is. And you know, it's rare that luxury brands have such inclusive shade range. So seeing Gucci having 40 shades that's definitely good. But I'm loving this. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. It is $248. I'm gonna try to do a wear test and keep this foundation on for as long as I can, so we can see how it holds up. But so far, like, my initial impressions of it is I like it. And you don't really need much. So most of the foundation is still on the tray, but I am gonna go in more like target areas where I want a little bit more coverage, especially my forehead. So you really don't need much of this to give you a decent coverage. Like, it's not, I don't think it's described as a full coverage foundation, right? It's described as a medium coverage foundation, but I think you can probably build this up to a full coverage foundation, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm trying to find a new summer foundation. I know skin tints are all the rage, but I think if you are going to an event or something, you may want a foundation instead of a skin tint. If you guys didn't see my review of the Ilia skin tint, I'm gonna link it in the cards right above, so you can go ahead and take a look at that right after you're done watching this. Okay, I am in love with this foundation. It is pretty. I like the coverage. Like I said, I think you can build it up a little bit more, especially like with me around my forehead, but I'm going to contour, so I'm not too concerned with that. By the time I'm done contouring, powdering, all that stuff, that should be covered. This is a very pretty foundation. I don't have a new concealer to use, so I may speed through concealing, or I may just not show you concealer at all. For my eyebrows, I do want to mention that I did use the new Charlotte Tilbury Broad Sheet Micro Precision pencil, and I really like this. This is so creamy, goes on really well. And the other thing I like with this is that this has refills. That's the packaging, and I love that you'll be able to put a refill in there as opposed to having to buy a whole new one. Give our contour, concealer, and everything on. So we're gonna now start to set everything. I have been loving this powder from Tatcha. I've used it already on camera. It's been out for a minute and I really like it, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I noticed that they just came out with a travel size one. I think it's like $22 for the travel size one, and this one here is $52 Tatcha. I feel like this powder works best if you do like a soft set like I just did. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my beauty blender and I'm going to press that out. I'm going to dab some of it off of my hand, off on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to press it in. But by doing the soft set, you don't have to worry about setting crease because you already blended out your crease. And this does look a little bit like Casper the Ghost when you first put it on, but it'll work out in the end. Trust the process. Y'all know I don't like my powder to be too bright, but for some reason I fell in love with this powder. See, I just love that. I love the brightness that you get from it, which could be a little bit too bright, but we'll fix that. I'm going to set the rest of my highlighted areas using that same powder from Tatcha. I think it's called Tatcha the Silk. I think that's the name of it. But I love everything in the description bar. Highlighted areas set, and now we're going to jump into something that's going to be first impressions for me. It's going to be this little baby right here. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder, no powder. Interesting. So this powder comes in 10 shades and I have the shade 6N. That's one thing I noticed with this powder was everything was neutral. They didn't have any in the deeper skin range that was warm. So that's my one little iffy about this powder. And that's what it looks like. Classic Dior packaging. And I don't know if I said it, but this powder does retail for $40. It looks kind of dark. Let me see where this is on the spectrum. So I have shade 6 Neutral, and 6 Neutral is described as for deep tan skin with neutral undertones. But as I said, all of these are for neutral undertones, all of the ones in the deeper range. And the deeper range has 4, beginning with this one here that I have. So I'm going to do a little swatch. I love the detail, like how they have the D. I don't know if you can see that, but the D is raised. So I'm going to swatch it. So that's what it looks like on my hands. I'm going to do a swatch on the back of my hand. Now this shade looks like it fades right into my skin, which is okay because, can you see that? Yeah. Because my skin, my face is a bit darker than the rest of my body. This foundation really doesn't feel like it needs to be set, which is kind of weird because the foundation is described as a natural finish, and I'm not getting natural finish vibes from it, although like I said, I like it. So one way that I tone the powder that I set under my eyes with, I tone it down by going over it. I go over my entire face with the powder that I'm going to set my face with. Good. So it's still, you can still see that brightness, but it's not as bright as it was before. Yeah, this is a beautiful foundation, but I don't think it's, I really don't think it's a natural finish foundation. Let's see how well it wears. Nice. This is for the face and body, so it's multi-purpose. That's good. Get 2 for 1. Next, to bronze my face, I'm going to use this right here from Gucci, and this is the let me let this thing read this and say what it's talking about. Let's get back on there. Back on there.
6 poudre de beauté, éclat, soleil, bronzing, Beauté.
Y'all heard that right? That's what this is. That's what this is. And this retails for $62. This comes in 5 shades, it looks like, and I have the darkest shade, so I have shade number 5, which I think shade number 4 would have been a better shade for me. Maybe not, shade number 4 is tan and this one is dark, so maybe this is the best shade for me. Gucci, they pay attention to detail. They have it in the little dust bag, which is cute. And there we have it. I love the packaging. You know, some of y'all die for packaging, me not so much, but this packaging is nice. And that's what it looks like. I'm gonna compare this with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. If you are not new to my channel, you know, ever since I got my hands on this bronzer last year, this has been my holy grail bronzer, and I do rate all bronzers by this, which could be unfair sometimes, but in this case it's fair because I think this one is $65 and the Gucci is $62, so I'm expecting it to perform just as well. So let's put them up side by side first. That's Charlotte, of course, the big one, and then this is Gucci. They look almost the same, although I want to say I feel like the Gucci may be a little bit warmer than Charlotte. This is the Gucci here. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand so we can see. This is the Charlotte. This is Charlotte right here. I made sure to clean my finger so I'm not having any cross contamination. Okay, this feels finely milled. I'm gonna put it right on the side of. Okay, so yeah, the Gucci one. The Gucci one. This is Gucci right here. Gucci is a bit warmer than Charlotte, which is fine. Y'all know, if you're not new to my channel, that I like my bronzers to be really warm. I'm gonna use this brush from Aesthetica. This is their P12 brush, so it's a powder brush. I'm gonna go in really light-handed. I'm gonna start with my forehead because, you know, I don't know this bronzer. We don't know each other like that. Okay, it's nice and warm. Okay, I like. So Miss Charlotte May just got a little bit of competition right there. So I like this. Y'all stop me, y'all know I go ham with my bronzer. Someone gotta come through the monitor, the camera, and be like, okay lady, that's enough. This is pretty. I'm going to put my blush on with you guys because I'm going to be swatching the Pat McGrath Blushes, the Pat McGrath Divine Blush. I do have 3 shades. We're going to swatch them. And so I will be right back. I just want to make myself a little bit more presentable for the end of the video. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I'm back. Fixed my hair. I have on my lids, I have been loving these eye tint eyeshadow from Éclat. So that's what I have on my lids. And that's about it. So now we're gonna talk about blushes. And we are talking about Pat McGrath's latest launch, the Divine Blush Collection. I do have 3 shades. I have Electric Bloom, Desert Orchid, and Paradise Venus. I'm going to swatch all 3 of these on the back of my hand, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put one on each cheek or not, but we'll see when we get there. But let me go ahead and show you packaging. The outer packaging is typical Pat McGrath. And this is what it looks like. So this looks like her quad, it's just that it's a little bit smaller than the quad. I think she did come out with a quad with this line, but I didn't get that. First shade I'm going to show you is Paradise Venus. This is gorgeous. And typical Pat McGrath, attention to detail. She does have this little flower rays. Let me tell you how many shades comes in this. So this retails for $38 and it comes in 9 shades. So the finish for the shades are different. A few of them, the finish says soft golden pearl, and then the others are demi matte. So this is Paradise Venus. I'm going to swatch it on the back of my hand so you can see what it looks like. I think the shade says Paradise Venus. I think this shade is perfect for deep skin tones. Paradise Venus is demi matte. This is described as a terracotta demi matte shade. The next one I'm going to swatch is Desert Orchid. Desert Orchid, oh, this one is not demi matte. This one is described as bronze rose with golden pearl. So I expect this one to have a little bit of shimmer. So that's what Desert Orchid looks like. And like I say, it's described as bronze rose with golden pearl. This too, I believe, can work really well for deeper skin tones. Oh, this is pretty. This looks almost like, here it is there. So that's it right here. This looks almost like it can work as a bronzer for certain skin tones. This one here is Electric Bone. This is very pretty. This is described as vivid coral and it's demi matte. And you know, you guys know how much I love the pink blushes, so you know I had to get this. And they feel so soft and buttery. So that's Electric Bone right there. All 3 of them are very, very beautiful. I like all of them. Which one am I gonna use? Before I do that, this launch did come with a highlighter, but I have the highlighter from her holiday launch that I've never used. So I decided I really didn't need that one. So I'm gonna play with this one here a little bit. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. This packaging is a little bit different from the typical Pat McGrath packaging. This reminds me of the limited packaging for the Divine Rose number 2. So this packaging looks like. And that's what that looks like. Very pretty. Like I said, this is the one from her holiday collection. This is not a part of this current collection. That's it there. Very, very pretty. So I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. Oh, that is very pretty. This is very pretty. You guys know I haven't really been on, let me blend it out a little bit. I haven't really been on the highlighting thing for a while, but I definitely like this. I think, okay, I know y'all expecting me to use coral, right? You're expecting me to use, my sister here, that's what she wants me to use. So it's not me, my sister is right there and she wants me to use Electric Boom. So Electric Boom, yeah, Electric Boom. Let's give that one a try. And this looks so pigmented, so I'm going in very light-handed. Let's just see what her looks like. Okay, I could build that up a little bit more. Oh, that is pretty. Yes. That is gorgeous. This is really, really pretty. So just to give my face more of a lifted look, I kind of go with my blush right around here as opposed to how I used to do it before, because that lifts the face a little bit. I do have a birthday coming up, how old am I gonna be? I just need a gift, that's all. That's all you need. I just need a gift. Pretty. Very pretty. This blush is stunning and it blends out so easily. I like to put a little bit of blush, just whatever's left on my brush, on my temple, and then a little bit down here. I like this look, y'all. All right, before I set, I'm gonna put some mascara on. I'm gonna use the Dior primer. Use this mascara here from Pat McGrath, and this is, what is this again? This is the Dark Star mascara. You guys know how much I love this. But this mascara does bring my lashes out. The only thing is this one feels heavy. This mascara is pull out all of my little fine lashes. Right. I'm gonna set my face using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So before that completely dries down, I'm gonna use this highlighter. I'm not going in with a lot of this at all. Just gonna use a little bit. Just highlight it. This highlight had me thinking I want to start using highlight again. This is pretty. It's not chunky at all. And it has a little bit of like a little tiny hint of pink in it. So it blends right into my blush. Last but not least is I need to put something on my lips. I have two lipsticks from Pat McGrath. This one here is from another launch. Which launch was this? This was the launch before this recent launch, and I never got an opportunity to use it. This is in the shade Divine Rose. That's what it looks like. So I already know I'm gonna have to line my lips. I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. This is a super comfortable formula for a liquid lipstick, like super comfortable. I got myself on the back. I like this look. I do have the Divine lip gloss, but I think I like this matte like this. I think it looks really good, just like it is. Alright, so this is our final look, playing with luxury makeup. So let's talk about it. First is this from Gucci. It is now $425. I started this, I think you said it was $248 when I started, and so far I am definitely loving it. With the setting spray, it helps you to look really dewy but not overly dewy. I really like it. So far I love this. I know it's a bit pricey, but sometimes you want to treat yourself a little. So this from Dior, I do like this. It feels light as air. My only complaint with this, I wouldn't even call it a complaint, my only thing with this is I do wish that it did come in warm undertones instead of all being neutral. The plus side with this is this one here, I think there are 3 shades that are darker than this. So just about, not just about, I think everyone will be able to find their shade. It is, I don't know if I want to say this price, this is $40. Most setting powders are around $38. So it's right there for a luxury brand. I talked about this Charlotte Tilbury eyebrow pencil. I really enjoy this. This went on so easy. It was like it was gliding by itself. It was gliding effortlessly. So I am definitely feeling this. I really do like this. I love that it leaves underneath my eyes looking silky. You guys know I'm not really one for a bright under eye, but I think it's bright, but it's not overly bright. So I really do like that. And I like that they came out with a travel size one, which makes it more affordable. Then we have these here, which I consider the co-star of the show along with the foundation. These blushes from Pat McGrath. It's Pat McGrath. Hey, we already knew this was going to be really good. I really love these. The formula is so buttery. It blends on perfectly. The shade is pretty. I feel like everyone will be able to find their shades in this, and I am definitely looking forward to using the other ones on camera. So make sure you are subscribed if you're not yet subscribed. Make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And we did use this highlighter. I like this highlighter. It's not like that. I think the reason why I really stopped messing around with highlighters so much is because they were always, I feel like, so in your face bright. This one here is like, it's a subtle highlight. So I definitely like this. Guys, I think that is about it for the new products that we tried today. Everything else I think I've played with on camera before. All right, let's see if she can just stay like that. Like a messy bun. Yeah, all right, that's cute. I already filmed this portion of the video, and when I went to turn my microphone off, that's when I didn't turn my microphone on to begin with, so I have no audio. So I will insert the clip of what my face looked like before I went ahead and blotted. To blot, I do what I always do. I just use whatever brush I use to set my face. I just use that and ran around the areas that were oily. The areas that were oily were my T-zone. I do have oily T-zone, but it wasn't like it wasn't terribly oily, but you could see my oils peeking through, as you'll see in the footage. So my thoughts on the foundation: I really love this foundation. I am trying to find me a nice summer foundation, and this foundation is definitely a top contender for that. I love the bronzer. You can see my face still looks nice and bronzed. I love the Dior Backstage powder. It is so light. Like I said before, everything what I have on my face, I think I have a full beat, and yet my face feels light. I did eat, and I didn't do anything to my lips. I wanted to see how well this liquid lipstick was going to hold up. Dry mouth. Did I show you guys the time? That's what time it is, 8:53. And I've had it on since 2 o'clock. So yeah, I wanted to see how well the lipstick was going to hold up. And whilst I think I've lost some of it, I think it looks okay. And I do like this combo. Yeah, I do like all of the products that I use. I would be interested in finding out, have you guys tried any of them? If you did, what are your thoughts? If you haven't, do you plan on picking up any of them? Like I said, I would recommend all of them. The Pat McGrath blush, fire. We've been waiting on them for so long. Our blush tends to leave us first, but as you can see, I can still see some of my blush, and I can also see it on this side as well, on this side here as well, although it's not as noticeable as it is on the other side. But blushes do get off work early. They be like, listen, I don't work overtime. I work for 8 hours, 7.5 hours, I'm off. That's the way blushes roll. Well, that's my thought on the products that I used today, and I'm not gonna run on. We've reached the end of our video. As always, thank you guys so much for spending part of your day with me. I do appreciate it. Make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. If you are not yet a Bernie babe, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and make it official. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, that way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Until next time, please be safe. Bye. Get a story right there.
But you get there.
Where'd you stop? So this from Dior. I do like this. It feels light as air, My only complaint with this, I wouldn't even call it complaint, my only thing with this is I do wish that it did come in warm undertones instead of all being neutral. The plus side with this is this one here, I think there are 3 shades that are darker than this. So just about, not just, but I think everyone will be able to find their shade. It is, I don't know if I want to say this price, this is $40. Most setting powders are around $30, $38. So it's right there for a luxury brand. So I really do enjoy this. Remember what else I used? Oh, I talked about the Charlotte Tilbury. I talked about the Charlotte Tilbury eyebrow pencil. I really enjoy this. This went on so easy. It was like it was gliding by itself. It was gliding effortlessly. So I am definitely feeling this. I see. Listen to you. I don't put it back.
You keep it. You thought you would have made.
This isn't the first time I've used this. I think I talk about this in my video that's going to be up before this. So in the video just before this, it was the first time I used it on camera. I really do like this. I love that it leaves underneath my eyes looking silky. You guys know I'm not really one for a bright under eye, but I think it's bright, but it's not overly bright. So I really do like that. And I like that they came out with a travel size one, which makes it more affordable. And then we have these here, which I consider the co-star of the show along with the foundation. These blushes from Pat McGrath. It's Pat McGrath. Hey, we already knew this was gonna be really good. I really love these. The formula is so buttery. It blends on perfectly. The shade is pretty. I feel like everyone will be able to find their shades in this, and I am definitely looking forward to using the other ones on camera. So make sure you are subscribed if you're not yet subscribed. Make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And we did use this highlighter. I like this highlighter. It's not like that. I think the reason why I really stopped messing around with highlighters so much is because they were always, I feel like, so in your face bright. This one here is like, it's a subtle highlight. So I definitely like this. By the way, this video is not sponsored, but by the way, Pat McGrath is having her, as of filming anyway, Pat McGrath is having her spring, yeah. She's having her summer, she's having a summer sale where it's 25% off if you spend $125 or more, 30% off if you spend, I think it's $150 or more. If that sale is still going on, I will pin it in the description bar. Guys, I think that is about it for the new products that we tried today. Everything else I think I've played with on camera before. So we've reached the end of our video. And I want you to make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. If you are not yet a Bernie babe, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and make it official. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, that way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And as always, thank you guys so much for spending part of your day with me. I do appreciate it. Until next time, please be safe. Bye. Okay, I'm back. What do I have planned for today? Keep watching. I'm back. What do I have planned for today? Keep watching. I'm back. What do I have planned for today? Keep watching. What do I have planned for today? Keep watching. All right, that's enough. Hopefully, now I can download and see if